Hi there, Monica. This is Nadia from Zen Onco and Love Heals Cancer. We guide cancer patients on adopting an integrative oncology treatment approach. We help them find the balance between medical treatment and complementary treatment approaches. We help patients with our team of oncologists, lab experts, nutritionists, and other healthcare professionals so that we can improve the treatment outcome of the patients. We also help in connecting with other cancer warriors like yourself here today, you know, who
Right.
have gone through a journey to address these queries, to pass on information, to help motivate and help each other and bring the entire community together. Today we have Monica Goel with us today. She's going to tell us her truth. She's going to share with us her story, and I can't wait to hear her. Our viewers can't wait to hear her. Please, Monica, you can go forth, take the story, and tell us, let us know what you went through and your experiences, ma'am.
Yeah, actually, I have started bleeding in September 2018. So there was no other symptom I had, just like fever, pain, or stomach ache, nothing like that. But the bleeding was there while I was going to the motion or the washroom anytime. But we thought that it is related to ladies' problem, whatever we have, the menstrual problem with us. So I went to my gynecologist, and she suggested some uterus-related tests, which were fine completely. So she recommended some tablets and some medicines. I took it for 3 months, 1 month or two, but still problem was severe. Then I went to the surgeon. One day I found that whole the washroom was in blood when I uh, stand up after having the washroom activity. Then the whole washroom was full of blood. Then I called my husband inside and showed him that it is not the general thing, whatever we had or we have, being a woman. So he immediately took me up to the surgeon, and he suggested that it may be the ulcer in the stomach. So he started the treatment of the ulcer, but after the 5 or 4 days, still there was no improvement in my condition.
Yeah, you were saying, ma'am, the bleeding and the ulcers?
Yeah, so surgeon suggested it might be the ulcer in the stomach and gave the medicine, but it didn't work. Then we went to other gastroenterologist, and they were saying that yeah, it is an ulcer and you should take the medicine for 10 to 15 days. But still there was no improvement, and he was like, you are completely fine, you are so much energetic, you are just having the bleeding problem, nothing else, you should not care much. But somehow we got the guidance of one of our relative, and they imposed me that we should go for the colonoscopy. And in the colonoscopy, my doctor found that, gastroenterologist found that I have the severe rectum damaged. There is no rectum inside me, and rectum has been damaged and all the blood were coming because the rectum has been damaged. So even doctor was shocked that this lively person can't have these things inside the body. So he told us that it may be cancerous cells around the rectum that has been damaged my rectum, or it might be the simple thing due to swelling or anything inside. So after the biopsy reports and everything, we came to know that it is the severe rectum cancer, and rectum had to be removed. Then my journey started as a cancer patient. Everyone was around me. They were weeping. I was weeping. And we were thinking, why God took me for this. But still we decided that there's no solution. We will found, after weeping, we went to the Apollo hospital in Delhi, and they said that I have only 2 or 3 months of life if I will not immediately started chemotherapies. So he suggested me 22 rounds of chemotherapies over there, and said that I have only 2 months of life. Then I told to my husband that we should leave these premises within 5 minutes, because he is not the person who wrote my Janam Patra. Literally, it was my words. He don't know how much I should live. how much my kids are waiting for me. We should leave. अगर मतलब मुझे कंसोल नहीं कर सकते तो एटलीस्ट मतलब मैं डिप्रेस नहीं होना चाहती. वॉट एवर इट इज आई विल फेस. Then we decided to go to our hometown in Meerut, and then there's the oncologist Dr. Piyush Gupta, who has treated me very well. He diagnosed that I have a cancer of second stage and my rectum should be removed immediately. Then my operation took place. My organ has been removed completely from my body, the organ, the rectum, and there was the treatment of coloplasty. There is the bag of coloplast in which the wastage comes from our body, and I carried that bag for 4 to 6 months. It was the very dangerous experience of my life because that was full of waste every time. I was carrying my waste along with me, and I was and whenever I was thinking that I can move, I can go anywhere, it was suddenly, it can be suddenly burst out. There is no like symptoms, and there was no person in Ghaziabad who can fix that immediately. So my husband learned that process, how coloplast bag can be tied up, how it can be sealed, how it can be there was some mentally, physical, and financial pressure also because I had the job before I had a cancer. Now also I'm having my same job, but during that time I lost my job, and my husband was also taking care of me, and my kids were looking to me, and everything was like the pressure, that financial, mental, physical pressure we were having for 4 to 6 months. I was having in the same situation. Then in March 2019, again I got operated. There was the inverse colostomy process in which the bag has been removed and my intestine again connected with my anus, so that I can start my normal routine and the normal visits. But I was on complete liquid diet for a year almost, and I was not taking anything solid. Only curd, milk, and juices were there. So that was like the waste was every time with the body, and it was making my body very dirty, and like patches all over on my stomach, and allergies with having the waste attached with the body, and everything was like कि मुझे लगता था कि बस it should be removed, I should pick it up, and everything. There was around 45 to 80 stitches on my stomach. The stomach was like इधर से भी और उधर से भी मतलब बिल्कुल खोल दिया गया था, and those were stapled by the staplers. That was having so much pain. Even I was not able to move. I was using the wheelchair, but at that time everything was happening on the bed, and but somehow in April 2019, I joined my service back just on the request of my oncologist. He's like a god for me. He suggested to go on work and forgot whatever happened to you. Because now the thing is that I need to focus on my diet, that what should I take, so that because I cannot contain waste for longer in my body because there is no rectum. My intestine is connected to the anus, so very little amount I can eat even now. And it can be frequent, but it can't be because I have to use washroom after every small meal as well. But yeah, things are improving and might be it will improve further. So it was the thing. I'm done from my side.
That is just one. It must have been such a journey for you to go through that. Like, I can only imagine this. And I can only imagine what you must have gone through. I just have one question about I mean, I have a lot of questions, but most importantly, uh, when you first, when the symptoms showed on your body, um, other than that blood in the stools, did you see anything else, any other symptom that you went through?
Just
Nothing?
like I was having the fatigue and like my weight was decreasing, but I was thinking it's just like that. I have increased the metabolism even because I was having on the proper regular exercises, yoga, gyms, and etc. At that time, I am not doing anything now because it is not recommended by my oncologist. But at that time, I was having the yoga and gym, and I was thinking my metabolism has been activated more, and that's why I have having the frequent urge of using the washroom, and I'm losing my weight. I'm having the fatigue. That was my awareness. I was thinking in that way only. So it was like I was going to office, so might be I'm feeling tired and anything, but other than bleeding, there was no other symptom like fever or stomach ache, anything. That's why my gastroenterologist even not suggesting me to go for the colonoscopy. He was saying you are so much active, you are doing everything by your own. Yeah, one thing I have noticed that my skin from the hands were peeling out, peel off. There was skin shading off, and I was having very rough hands with me. Even I was going to make the chapati for my kids, and whenever I was making the chapati, the dough was having the skin of me, and I was like, no, I will not make chapati for them.
Yeah.
So that was the other external thing I felt that skin was shading down, but
So
nothing
other than
else.
that,
There
no
was no
pain.
fever, no stomach, no pain. Mainly there was no pain. Even rectum was completely damaged inside, but still there was no stomach ache I had.
Hmm.
So
Right.
it
And
was really tough for me.
I can completely understand, ma'am. I can only imagine it must have been. And that too, eating food would have been a problem for you. You did not notice the difference between when you were eating food?
No, I didn't even. I was having so much light diet. Generally, I prefer light food.
Okay.
So it was like, yeah, everything is working fine. Then by bleeding is coming, by bleeding is coming. I was completely unaware because there is no. I am not an alcoholic. I don't have the. I don't like non-vegetarian at all. So even I don't take eggs. So even people say that it happens because of red meat and the wine and etc. So I was completely vegetarian. I am complete vegetarian and non-alcoholic. Still, it happened to me. I don't know why.
Mm.
So
I mean, ma'am, the causes of cancer are still being researched on. So,
right,
not
it is
definitely
still like
say, yeah.
because everyone in our food being a Banya family likes fried food very much and everything, and I was like I need to lose my weight continuously, so I was like no, I will not eat fried food. Now I can take. Now I know that nothing is going to harm you until and unless मतलब मुझे मालूम ही नहीं है कि मुझे कैंसर क्यों हुआ.
Yes,
Neither
exactly.
it is related from my with my diet. Might be lifestyle may hamper me or stress was there. No doubt, being a Indian woman, you have so much responsibilities on you, and after marriage, you need to adjust a lot with the in-laws. Might be stress may be the reason that I can accept. Other than eating habits, I can't relate
Right,
with my problem.
right, ma'am. Right, ma'am. Also, this you told me it was a second stage, right?
Yeah, it
It's a second
was.
stage, and in the second stage, you were able to diagnose, you were able to discover it. And
Yeah,
as soon as you discovered it, you went to the oncologist,
right.
right?
Uh,
And no, first you told me you went to the
Yeah, first I went to the gynecologist, then I went to
gynecologist.
the surgeon, simple
Yeah,
surgeon, then gastroenterologist, and oncologist.
yes.
So
And they directly
when
find.
yeah, gastroenterologist did my colonoscopy. After colonoscopy, in biopsy, there was the symptoms of the cancer. Then again, biopsies was happening for 2 or 3 times. Colonoscopy took place for 2 or 3 times for the confirmation and all.
Hmm.
So it was quite a long journey that every time for colonoscopy we need to bear with the anemia, barium sulfate liquid and everything. There were so many tests, but there, CT scan, PET scan, whatever there may be related to cancer.
I
So
understand.
all
Yes.
were so it was not just a simple test that we can diagnose with the cancer. It was a series of the tests every day, even 2 or 3 times in a day. I went for the pathologist and the laboratories.
Even as you are telling me the story, you are going back in time and revisiting what you. I
Yeah,
can see
literally.
it. I can see it on your face, ma'am.
It's really tough. I don't want to even remember those days. That's why I kept myself so much busy with the kids and my office work only. Because it's the things that keep me away from those memories. Otherwise, it is a painful process. Even sometimes people supported me a lot. Even my in-laws were there, my husband was there, my hubby, my brother were there. But still, there are some bitter memories as well
True.
with the disease. When you are facing the financial problem, you are having the physical pains, you are having the mental, emotional pain, and all are not equal. So there are bitter memories with people related as well. So that's why I don't want to remember all these things again and pray to God कि for God's sake कि मेरे साथ क्या मतलब कभी दुश्मन के साथ भी भगवान ऐसे ना करे.
But look at
क्योंकि
you
you are
today, ma'am. You are sitting here and narrating your story so powerfully, and it has changed you. It has made you much stronger and empowered woman.
even it made me very arrogant also. I was not so much arrogant. Now, if I'm not liking anything, I can say that, yeah, I'm not liking it. But earlier, I was like to keep everyone so much happy around me that I forgot to make myself happy before cancer.
Exactly. So can we call that
So,
arrogance? That is not arrogance, ma'am.
no, I have now. If I have to take food at 9:30, then I can take. Otherwise, after marriage, I was waiting for the people till 11 p.m. that they haven't took the food, and I was waiting where कब ये लोग खाना खाएं और मेरे खाने का नंबर आए. So now I am focused that only my kids would miss me. My husband would miss me for few years or few months, and my kids would be miss me completely if by chance anything else would be happening. So now I got the priorities in my life after having the cancer. That
Which is a
only
good
me.
thing.
Yeah, it is a positive side I can say that cancer teach me, taught me that what should be our priorities. Otherwise, I was looking another person's for my happiness. But
Yes,
now I know that I have responsibilities for my kids and for my family first.
that is
So
brilliant. That realization and finally getting there is
actually,
brilliant. Brilliant.
so
Yeah,
it
ma'am.
is a teaching
It is a.
for me.
It is very true. It is a lesson learned, I feel.
रियली
Yeah.
मतलब
Yeah.
मुझे लगता है कि मैं नहीं होती तो पापा को थोड़ा ज़्यादा दुख होता भैया को थोड़ा ज़्यादा दुख होता हस्बैंड को थोड़ा उनसे ज़्यादा दुख हो जाता एज पर आर रिलेशंस विद दैम बट द कम्प्लीटली जो सबसे ज़्यादा सफ़र करते दैट would be my kids only. Those are very young, and at that time my younger kid was in nursery only.
Hmm.
So he was like, when mama will standing, when mama will keep me in body again, when I will be in the lap of my mama. So I was like, yeah, I need to come back for them.
They
Yeah,
motivated you to fight
yeah,
cancer.
to fight. They
They
were the
motivate.
only reason that I fought. लिटरली समटाइम्स आई यूज टू गिव अप नहीं अब मुझसे नहीं हो पा रहा है मैं अब और टेस्ट भी नहीं करा सकती अब मैं डॉक्टर के जा भी नहीं सकती अब मुझे दूसरा ऑपरेशन भी नहीं कराना आई वॉज लाइक कि नहीं फिर मुझे लगता था नो दे आर वेटिंग फॉर मी अगेन
You found your source of reason and purpose to come back, and you
कम
found it,
बैक
and you fought for it.
now if anyone say anything to me now I say that I'm there only for my kids for my husband he took so much care of me He was there when I was not sleeping in the nights. When I was moving, my bag was burst. He was taking care of all the dirty things. He hasn't took anything. If I was not eating the junk food or anything that tasty food, so he was not allowing anyone also to have all these things in front of me and everything. He did a lot for me. So now I am focused that they should be happy with me and I should fulfill my duties for them. Where
Wow.
I am.
You found your purpose completely and you solely stand by it.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. Now the monetary things doesn't disturb me so much because everything is panic with the COVID-19 and this is like, yeah, it has come, it will go. So now things will not affect me so much badly that if you are if anyone is saying something back to me, what is this, या मैं तो अभी भगवान से बच कर आई हूँ. तो ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ, now all the things are very like we should not focus on them, we should focus
Yeah.
on other things
We should prioritize and focus on the things that matter.
that matters. Societies have been changed completely now.
Wow. Yes. Ma'am, how did you disclose this information to your family and friends? And
Surely, even my husband was with me, my bhabhi was with me at the time of colonoscopy. My doctor sent me in the another room and they called me, my husband and bhabhi, into his cabin and told them complete story. Then, mm, then my husband started discussing the things with the relatives uh, whoever has the reference of the doctors and everyone, so that we can form the good references over there. And when I was very nervous and I didn't want to tell anyone, then my husband imposed me that you should call your friend Bhavna, you should call your friend Ashni, and he started that no, you should need to connect them. They will come and they will talk to you. And everyone around me prayed for me a lot. They gave me a lots of blessings. Otherwise, that was not the easy case at all. So uh, that's the thing only. And thereafter,
you have
having so
so
much
much of support,
blessings, yeah,
so
I
much of
had.
support.
Even I was the have a group of friends. They were saying you can call me at 2 a.m. And I was weeping. I was saying pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. I was requesting to everyone around me, and they were saying, yeah, we are praying for you. You will be fine soon. So that was the support I got.
Beautiful. It's beautiful to see how you explain how nicely friends, family all come together. You
Yeah,
know?
they came together. Whatever they could do, they did it for me. Either as per their beliefs, as per their God, whatever they can, they did it.
And that it's accumulation of a team effort.
Right. Well, nobody was there to make me nervous. Everyone was like, Monica should be happy, Monica should do this, can we call you whenever you get time and you will be fine. So everyone was arranging like uh, some someone was suggesting me Reiki, someone was suggesting me meditation, someone was suggesting me Om chanting, someone was doing Mahamrityunjay mantra. Everyone was doing whatever they could. So that was the effort.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And what about the doctors and caregivers in the hospital?
They were fine. A doctor is just like a god. Even after my second operation, I was in ICU. So, but I remember that day when he was moving away after shifting me ICU, I just opened my eyes and say, "Thank you, doctor." I was like, I got my new life just because of him. So he's a Superman for me. And he gave me so much strength because I was not even wanted to pray to God because the wastage I was carrying with me. So I was not feeling that I'm keen to pray. Then he suggested me that it's the internal part of your body, but you can't see it. That's why you can't feel bad. Otherwise, it's your internal part of the body, and you are carrying it outside just like another person. So you can go in the temple, you can worship, you can have faith in the God completely. So he guided me in a spiritual way also. So he was like
Very
that.
true. Very
Even,
true.
even I was very frustrated and I used to have a very silly questions with him.
Hmm.
Even my husband like, यार ये क्या पूछ रही हैं इनसे? But he replied me every my query very softly, very politely, very gently every time. Even today itself, he has created a WhatsApp group for the cancer patient due to COVID situation. So he's in touch, and when there is a simple disease, then he is concerned that you should be taking care of yourself. So he's very nice person.
Very nice person, takes care of you, takes, I mean, you have trusted him so much, right?
Yeah, I have trusted because I went Apollo, and he was the famous oncologist in India, in which I met. But I came from there and joined Dr. Piyush Gupta in Meerut just because he was encouraging me for life. Piyush Gupta was encouraging me for life, and that person was like saying that you are having the life of 2 months only.
Hmm.
So that was the only difference I found in at the initial level, and thankfully, my trust worked. So
Yes. Thankfully,
people
everything,
like
and you're sitting and telling us the story and going to be inspiring
just
so
because
many
of
others.
him, it is the only purpose of having a call with you that somehow my life can be मतलब इतना सभी अगर किसी को अच्छा लगता है और किसी का हेल्प हो पाता है देन डेफिनेटली मतलब मुझे लगेगा कि जो हुआ वट एवर हैपेंस इट हैपेंस फॉर गुड.
That is the goal. That is the goal. Whatever happens, it happens for good. Right. Ma'am, could you tell us about your lifestyle before cancer and after cancer? Like diet
Emotionally,
wise.
I told you completely
Huh.
how I changed myself. So, and having the lifestyle, I was have food habits. Uh, I had the normal things, nothing. I
Right,
don't know
ma'am.
where I stopped because it's like
You were saying to us about,
whatever I changed spiritually.
right, ma'am, you were saying?
Yeah, I have changed my lifestyle emotionally first, mentally, then physically. I'm now focusing on my body needs. If I don't consume, I'm not able to consume or digest parantha or puri, then I will not eat it for the sake of other people's happiness. So it is like things whatever they are eating, yeah, whatever they are liking. It's not my cup of tea. I will have my preferences. I will not have the junk food. I will have chapati more. I will have curd and whatever the liquid items I can take, nuts and everything. So I have started this food habits, and just like I focus more on the Ayurvedic things that I can have the curry pata in the morning. Even I took the green grass juice at that time also when I diagnosed with the cancer roommate. And now at the spiritual level, I have more faith in God now. Yeah, whatever happened to me was very bad. Really, it should not happen with anyone. But somehow it happened and God recovered me. That's the faith I have in God now. Nothing
Beautiful.
else. And I told you
Beautiful.
earlier as well that I've more focus uh, for my kids mainly and my family.
Yes.
Whoever helped me in that particular toughest time of my life is really near to my heart nowadays.
That is such a beautiful thought, ma'am. Such a beautiful thought. Because we must always wake up. The way you're talking to me right now, you're talking with a lot of gratitude, with a lot of,
Yeah.
it's like a second comeback.
Yes, it is because really I am saying when doctor told me the best oncologist of India that you have only 2 months of your life and you can't survive. That was the thing that, yeah, I have, but I need to come back for my kids. They are waiting for me.
Yes.
So really it is. Even
What would
the,
tell
yeah,
me, ma'am, tell me.
yeah, even the little things no, not bother so much nowadays to me. I think, yeah, everything will go on and it will be fine soon.
It will be fine soon. Yes.
Soon.
You've learned to take life with that spirit,
Yeah.
right? Because I have seen so much more. You have seen so much such harder struggles.
Yes, it was because I don't have my mother since last 10 to 11 years.
Mm.
So I missed her a lot during that time कि मम्मी होती तो शायद मुझे ये होता ही नहीं मम्मी तो I thought in that way also I thought in that way also, and now I'm saying that, yeah, whatever happened, it was tough, it was the worst phase of life, but whatever I learned is also something different.
Yes.
If it can help to anyone a little bit, then definitely I will again say thank you God, nothing else.
You speak with so much of positivity right now. Even while thinking back towards this, what happened to you, ma'am, we're coming back to a better phase where you're very much active, very much energetic. The way you're talking is a very energetic person.
Thank you for this, but I was so much energetic before I diagnosed with the cancer. But still, yeah, I'm recovering and I will be fine soon. Moreover again,
Yes.
so
Do you
it
still
will take
want? Tell me, ma'am.
it will take few little years again, but yeah, I will come back.
Yes, definitely, definitely. There's no doubt about it. Like we are trying to, it's always going forward, and trying to make sure that yes, we have in place this kind of a situation, and now we are going to work at it. Right, ma'am?
Nothing else from my side.
Yeah.
You want to ask?
Yes. Yes. My last and final question to you, ma'am. I wanted to know what you would like to tell um, people out there, survivors out there, caregivers out there who are, going through different journeys, who are going through
Right.
different. What is your message and words of wisdom to them?
Whenever it happens, it affects us badly, completely the worst phase I faced. But the thing is, someone have to believe that this time will pass and we will find completely, uh, we will we will be able again to stand up and we will again able to live our life peacefully. So that trust should not be break in any case. I know whenever it happens, it hurts us, but still we should not lose our faith and belief. It's my request to everyone that I follow. Whatever is the phase, it will pass on and we will be fine. Might be later or sooner, but we will be fine. It should be the faith the person should have. Yeah,
Wow.
so much power we have uh, in God, in creatures, everything around us. So they will make us happy again.
Hmm.
So it is a faith I had, and it worked for me. Touch wood, and it should work for others as well.
It's so much of power you have within you that you
I
discovered.
don't have.
You
I do not
discovered.
have anything. No, but yeah, there's the power of in the name of God. There's power in the name of relations. There's power in the name of friends that I know. Really, they work. Whatever you. If
Yeah.
uh, your even I missed my teachers a lot who taught us generally that how we should face tough situations in the life. So all these teachings were with me. I
That
should
is great.
how I
That is
should
great.
pass this time.
Yeah, that is so great. And not only that, ma'am, uh, do you still go up for follow up checkups and
Yeah,
follow? Could you tell us more about your after the
yeah.
treatment you undergo?
After having the second operation, there was a checkup scheduled after every month. Monthly checkups was there, and after 6 months, there were the quarterly checkups I had, in which there was the colonoscopy, ultrasound, X-rays, by CEA blood serum test, and these were the all tests I had quarterly. And after 6 months, I need to have the colonoscopy test and the CE test and ultrasound again, blood test, urine test, all these tests are required. The colonoscopy is the test which scares me a lot. It is the really painful procedure of colonoscopy.
Okay, right, ma'am. You were saying?
So colonoscopy is the toughest test that scares me a lot. And it was scheduled in March 2020 again, but due to COVID situation, it has been delayed because my oncologist suggested that should not have exposed too much in the outer environment in COVID because of less immunity in the body and all. So now we will again visit in October first week to the oncologist, and he will decide what should be the next step for it. So since 6 months there are no tests
Wow.
after
That
March 2020.
I must say, after listening to this, I'm so inspired by you, ma'am. I'm so inspired by you. I'm so inspired by
No,
the
if it
journey.
is,
The journey must have been so hard, and you're still, you've really gone through it. So I can only say this, and I know that I have not gone through it, but you have taken me down that road. You have taken me in that journey. Looking back, I was able to understand how much you have, gone through. Although I wouldn't really understand because I am not gone there physically, but I can only imagine what it must have been like, ma'am. You are a complete fighter. I must tell you that. You
no,
should know
ma'am,
that.
it is nothing like that. Because whatever God gives to anyone, he or she need to survive.
Yes,
There's no
that
other
that is the
option.
spirit. That is the
Either
spirit.
it is me or anyone else. So it is just like whatever God has given us, and I have survived. Nothing else. But I had no choice to other than to become optimistic, or to follow the path of the optimism. I've had no other choice. So that was the only thing. Otherwise, either it is me or anyone else. If God will give them the tough situation by luck or by destiny, then definitely he or she need to be survived. There is no other choice we have as a human being. So
Yeah.
I didn't have anything great in myself, but yeah, so what, whatever God gave me, I fought with the help of my family and friends.
Yes.
That's it.
And you're here today with us. You're able to share your story and inspire so many other people around you. I'm so inspired by you. And definitely, so many people listening to this are definitely going to be inspired by this. Thank you so much, Monica. Thank you so much for taking the time,
Thank you.
talking to
Thanks
us,
a lot.
telling us your story, and, helping out with everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here on behalf of Xenon Co. and Love Heals Cancer. I want to thank you and have a good
Thank
evening.
you.
Keep inspiring all of us. Keep telling your story and take care. Take care, ma'am.
Thanks you. Thank you. Thanks a lot for a love and blessings. Thank you.
Good night. Take care.
Good night.